Hey there everyone, this is Matt for Creative Reviews, and today we're doing a drop test of an old phone. This is the Android Droid X for Verizon. And why we're doing this is because for the next few days I will be using this phone instead of my iPhone 5 because that is going in to the, I guess the insurance people at Best Buy Mobile where I purchased this at. And it has a problem with the microphone, and that's going to be sorted out. What I wanted to do is to use my old phone, but because of a battery problem where it loses charge very quickly, I am no longer going to do that, and I'm going to get a loaner phone instead. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a drop test on a phone that is currently working, as you can see here. You have service and everything. This is a 3G phone, and this is not a phone that is meant to be dropped or anything, but it has been surprisingly durable throughout its 2 years of use before I got my iPhone 5. So what we're going to be doing today is some drop tests. So, without further ado, simply, we're going to go at about the height of where your phone lies by your side, and let's see what happens. Phone is working properly. If you see any dots in this, that's because of damage that was there already. Those have been there for a few months. So, seems like it's working pretty fine. We're going to raise it up to the height of my arm extended out, and we're going to see what happens. Now, as we can see, definitely the battery popped out, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the phone no longer works. We're going to pop the battery back in. We are going to We're going to put the back plate back on the phone. Seems like we've got a little bit of a bent back here, but that does not prevent us from actually putting this back on. And let's see if the phone works. Yep, the phone works. The battery is connected. This has gone through about 2 years of use, but as you can see, there is nothing really. Not too much damage shown. There's a little bit of a nicked corner here, but honestly, nothing's gone wrong with the screen. There's no screen cracking. This has been a surprisingly durable phone, and it's something that I was surprised when I got this phone. Of course, it was my second actually smartphone after my BlackBerry, I believe it was the BlackBerry Torch, or the whatever the first clickable BlackBerry was. Moving on, as this continues to turn itself on, let's see what our next drop test is. What we're going to do is actually not drop it, but literally throw it down this driveway, and we'll see if it works. So as we wait for this to come back on. Now, how I know this is pretty durable before I've actually used it is there have been times I've gotten so frustrated at the poor performance of this phone that I just chuck it. And honestly, it's done pretty well. So let's see what we can do. We are going to, let's see if this, yes, the screen is responsive. And the buttons are responsive as well. So, without further ado, we are just going to chuck this phone down the driveway and see if anything happens. I'm not going to throw it like a hockey puck, but I'm just going to toss it so it's going to do a little bit of roll, and most likely the battery is going to fall out again. And here we go. And it actually did skate down there like a hockey puck. But let's see how this is doing. Yes, the phone is still working. Let's see, we get back here so we can see it properly. If anything, there's going to be a little bit of damage to the screen. Nothing is cracked whatsoever, and you can actually still use the phone. It being slow as it just by the performance. Everything works. Ringer works. Everything has been fine. This has been surprisingly durable. Right now I'm going to throw it directly up in the air, and it's going to land on grass or mulch. I'm not going to do concrete yet because that's probably the point where I see it failing. So we're going to make sure it's working one more time. It seems to be, and we are just going to toss this straight up in the air. It's going to hopefully not get stuck in a tree. Oh god, I lost it in the sun. I thought that was going to hit me in the face. Let's see. And if you can't see the phone, it actually still works. Still is responsive. And still works. What we're going to do is we are going to do the same kind of toss up in the air. And this time we're going to do it on concrete. Now this is probably the point where it's going to fail. And I'm hesitant to even do this because it's already seen so much damage. As you can see here on the back, it's been scraped a little bit. The sides have been damaged. All in all, the phone, it still works. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this for part 2. Check back with us. This has been Matt for Creative Reviews, and we've been doing a drop test and durability test for a Droid X on Verizon. It's surprisingly durable. The only times when you see something go wrong is when the battery pops out. But if you catch a corner, which this is pretty big and mostly all corner, it does work. And it seems to be very hard to crack this screen during normal use, which again is why I'm going to wait a little bit before doing our probably final drop test, which is basically chucking it in the air and seeing what happens then on pavement. So this has been Matt for Creative Reviews. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Blogger. Let us know what you like and what you don't like, and I'll see you guys next time.